we followed the sat nav and got slightly lost. Hold steady, Elliot, I'm trying to film. Pismo Beach. We're rallying. You. Harry Dakar, innit? Little June buggy in my hand. What are you saying, Elliot? That's a too good a photograph to miss, is it?
I think so. The two fishing rods, misty, stormy sea. I think that's black and white all day long.
Get out there and do your thing.
You'll see the picture inserted into the video now.
Nice link. I like that. Okay, let's do that. So Elliot's going to get out. That in behind there, you can't really see, is where they shot Krusty Demons and whatnot. So we're just going to get this done, and then we are heading up the Pacific Highway #1 all the way to San Francisco. We're going to go straight over Golden Gate Bridge. We are living the dream. But remember, it ain't no holiday. Look, there's proof. He's working.
Yeah, getting fishing toes.
Yeah. That's about how much I'll weigh by the time I go home. That sounded like me in the toilet this morning. Okay, we're Rag Point on the Pacific Highway #1, stopping for coffee. It's Thursday, is it? I'm losing track of time here. Anyway, highly advise anybody in their lifetime to do the Pacific 1 Highway. I don't think we've even reached the best bits yet, so little insight on our way up. Coffees. Doing a coffee break. Oh my God, Elliot.
You don't think the fat lad's already not noticed that?
We've already noticed. Nice shot. We've got issues, Elliot, haven't we?
Very big issues.
Let's see what you got without the sky rats jumping in.
Got a bit of calamari and chips.
Yeah, but these lot want a piece of it.
Well, yeah, the cousins back in England are much more polite.
Get on out of it. See him there. See you. You're a shy talk. That's what you are. Scavenging shy talk. And you lot ain't much better. Right, we're in San Fran now. Getting closer to Golden Gate Bridge. We're going to try to get on Google Maps, because that is, as far as we can tell, there's Golden Gate Bridge in the foreground. I guess he's doing a Google Maps gig. Get me on Google Maps, man. way to the top if you want to rock and roll. What do you reckon then?
Bryan, a bit different.
Not too dissimilar to the 7 bridge, really, is it?
No, it's a long way.
Not the new one, obviously, the old one, because the old one's got a bit more character, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's...
And it goes in the wells. Although the new one, now you'd have to pay for the bugger.
No, it's a nice touch for him to paint it red.
Yeah, it's not really golden, is it?
No.
To be honest, we're wasting time here. There's nothing to see. Okay, it's Friday before Oakland. We're going to go off to press day in a minute. Got to have the mask on because we're here at Bell, and obviously the COVID restrictions, can't enter without a mask, and you've got to prove vaccination. But we've already been in. Hi. So we're going to have a look around. Loz is going to show us around, and this is the reception. We're rather funky. Some good stuff. There's our guy, Loz. That's Elliot, you know him. So yeah, let's have a look around Bell HQ.
Let's have a look.
Already some cool stuff. Look, we're only just inside the door. That is a cool lid. Of course, this isn't just motocross. This is all Bell, along with gyro, do mountain bike. So now we're talking some beach cruisers. Which one would you go for, Elliot?
Got the orange one.
I don't know, I think I'll go with the grey.
I don't know, actually, I didn't see the grey. Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna go with the felt.
Yeah.
The grey one.
Yeah. So some pretty funky stuff.
So we got...
Oh no, God, I'm just shut up. I'm just gonna go along. But no, I'm actually gonna ask, so that is...
So this is an original clay model of an early concept for the Moto 10 platform. So
yeah, because it's
taking
changed
a lot of Moto 9 heritage DNA and exploring form for the next generation.
So look at that, because that, obviously that's not the finished product. You can see how it developed, because the 10 has now more of a...
Yeah.
And the peak's slightly different as well, isn't it?
Slightly different. A lot of Moto 9 heritage in that one, and like I say, really super early concept.
Yeah. So it just goes to show, there you go, that I find that really interesting already, that it's literally done with plaster. There you go. Shape it. Who took a dirt digger in that one? Davalos. Yeah. Still got the dirt on it.
And we got a Moto 8.
That's an 8, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Still the mud on it.
It's full 9.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, everything goes full 9.
Blake Baggett, I guess that is. It's got Blake on the back. That's a cool one. That's who is that? Paulan? No, Dylan Ferrandez. Wouldn't mind this just sat at home in your bedroom with your array of crash helmets like this. Then we're getting on to the, as you can see, the mountain bike stuff. And the speed cycling.
We'll take you from some beer in the UK. Good to see you guys. And Jeff Herrick out of the UK as well.
Nice to see you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And a quick tour.
We are showing this classic. Now I'm going to go straight to the Hannah one. My era.
Where'd you guys get in? We did Anaheim one, so we came in last Thursday.
Okay.
And then we're going up to Oakland for the next round.
Oh yeah.
And staying for next week as well.
Yes.
Look at that bad boy.
Anaheim, Oakland, Anaheim, right?
Look at that one.
Anaheim,
Mini one.
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego, that's it.
So that's tiny.
So yeah, we had a nice little trip up the highway trip.
Oh, nice.
Yesterday.
Okay, we are in the first part of what they call the dome. There we go. This is basically the sort of where they do it all, the R&D. That's the, in there is the 3D printers. Won't go in there because I think something's on the go. But this is where they sort of fine-tune the lids and design them, you know, just construct them, the clay models, all that kind of stuff. Most importantly, this is probably the coolest things, the coolest things in the room. Cannonball, for those of you old enough to remember. This is your typical workstation. That always works. So it just gives you an insight of the creative side, all the little drill bits to fine-tune the molds, the clay molds. Kind of reminds me of Mitch Painton's desk actually at Pro Circuit. And Bell are so good that they even design helmets for pygmies. So you got all the CNC machines, you know, it's a, I'd say a basic, obviously, but it's a constructed workshop. You know, that's where they fiberglass in molds, the molds. It's where the, as Loz says, who's given us a guided tour, it's where the kind of magic happens, really. It's where, this is basically where, after the design drawings, this is where it actually starts to become a reality. Okay, check this out. As much as there is loads of modern technology, you know, 3D printing, whatever, check out the old Singer sewing machine. So even with the fabrics and everything, it all gets done in it. Elliot's just gonna stitch up his hoodie because he tore it. Go on then, seamstress, what are you gonna do?
I'm trying to get a shot for her.
Somebody putting you off, sorry. So that's the first part of the dome. We are going to go and check out the testing side of the dome. We're in a while, up next.
Going into the dome, this is where all of our industrial designers, our engineers, our product developers are based. This is where really the magic of the helmet creation begins, right from that napkin sketch all the way through to the full-size models before we head to production.
So this is an area where I'm going to have to turn the camera off in a minute because you good people at home aren't allowed to see some stuff in here. Right, so this is where they test all the crash helmets, etc. Basically put them through all the rigorous tests. That's for all you mechanics out there, some cool toolboxes. As you can see over here, obviously different size heads, skulls. That'll be mine, the biggest. But I know there's some people in British motocross with bigger heads than that. There you are, you get an idea of what goes and how they work it. And then that, believe it or not, is a wind tunnel. See down through there? For aerodynamics. That's mostly more for the cycle market, but they do test motocross helmets in there as well. Then over here is the real rigorous testing. This is where they do the helmet drops. And way up there, got a helmet ready to go, you see? And that'll come down onto that anvil. This one tests all the other kind of lateral movement, side to side, back and forth. It's a real rigorous testing. Believe it or not, this is like a fridge that they put them in because they have to test the helmets in varying temperatures as well. So they've got to test them in the cold as much as the heat. And there's more skull. Basically, these heads over here, they're pretty weighty. So obviously different ones, different weights, and that's how everything gets tested out. This is all under construction, new equipment going in because they're keeping up with the times. You've got to have the best testing possible.
drop height. This is probably 7.75 meters per second on a flat anvil. And then you want to start counting down.
Yes, 3, 2, 1, and drop.
Oh. We could do it again if you guys.
I got genuinely nervous. That was some hit, eh?
Yeah.
So there you go. That is the kind of testing, first-hand proof of what goes on here at Bell HQ. This guy here, this is Julio, who designed the Moto 10, but has been so modest about it. He said, like, I don't want to be filmed, but I've just stuck the camera in his face anyway. The Moto 10, obviously you're pleased with it. How long did it take you, the process to do?
I mean, we can track it back to about 6 years of serious development time. Having guys ride it off and on, full year on the racing circuit. So yeah, it's been quite a bit.
And is it the classic case? Did you design it on the back of a cigarette packet? That's what all cool designs come from.
That's where it started.
Pretty much, right? And you get a vision, because let's be honest, it's pretty radical, the fact that you've done a sort of two shell. It's got no top to it and then a layer on top. So did you wake up in the middle of the night with like a eureka moment going, I've got a great idea for a helmet, I'm going to take the top off of it?
Not quite. It was a group of us that kind of came together, but yeah, sketches here and there, crazy ideas, trying it out on different other style of helmets. But we figured ventilation was a big part of just the story that we wanted to get across in motor and just dirt riding in general, because that was one of our biggest complaints. Is just.
Well, you smashed it, man. I'm going to be one of them. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is it. This was the first. Can you see what he's done here? So, his mad visionary. He took a Moto 9. Just thought, I know, I'm going to cut the top off of it. So there we go. That's how it works. That's the first sort of prototype idea before it was all moulded properly with the clay model outside. And that, ladies and gents, is R&D. The Moto 10.